Buy one thing in this hour, I mean, I don't think anybody would mind me saying you gotta get that. But again, we can't reveal it until we get there, otherwise they'll all sell out and then the surprise will be over. In the meantime, we have more amazing opportunities though. I asked the team if we could air this tonight because I love this necklace. This is something that I launched with Jay a little while ago and I want to show it to you. We have a, look at this, checkerboard faceted lapis. Yeah, here we go. Lapis on one side and then turquoise on the other. So this is a 2-for-1. You're getting two necklaces for the price of one. I love the length at 18.25. You've got the 2 3/4 inch extender. We'll talk about Jay's signature finding. But Jay, you've got the smooth finish, you've got the faceted finish, you've got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, what I try to do in our designs, and this is something I designed, is we always want to give you actually the biggest bang for the buck, right? Yes. So give you something unique, something different that you're never going to see anywhere else, but also give you the best value that we can possibly give you. And what better value can you give somebody than I'm showing you you're making one purchase, you're making one buy, right? But you're getting two completely different looks for that one purchase.
And I'm going to grab this other one so you can see both together. There's one with the side of the lapis, there's one with the side of the turquoise. I love that we're combining those materials again throughout the necklace. So again, if you're traveling and you don't want to take a ton of jewelry with you, this is ideal. And the size right there, I mean, it's impressive, Jay. I mean, you have a substantial pendant right at the bottom. Do you mind sharing with everybody about your signature finding on the back? Because a lot of folks have never seen it before.
Okay, so one of the things that we do that's unique and different, and actually this was due to our vendor, our viewing audience. When the first 5 years that I did the Mind Find show, we finished everything with a lobster claw.
Right, that's standard.
Right, and we had a lot of our viewers, they said, look, Jay, I love your big, bold looks. I love your big, bold necklaces. But I'm getting older. I have a little bit of trouble working the lobster claw. Is there any other way that you can develop another finding? And so we came up with this. And so we came up with this 25 years ago.
Right.
And now it's standard. You can't go buy this finding, right? This isn't something that you get out of a findings catalog. We actually make these. And here's what makes it so unique and so different. As you can see, they're 2 3/4 inch in length, right? But do you see the large links on these?
Yep.
So those are about 1/4 inch, each one of them. I mean, the spacing. So what does it do? It gives you the ability, right? So in this case, you've got an 18-inch necklace, but you really don't have an 18-inch necklace. You have an 18-inch necklace
plus
that plus 2 3/4 inch. And the great thing is, it allows you to kind of place this wherever you want to place it, right? So you can move it up on the neckline, you can move it down. It might be that you're trying to center it up, just like Irene is, where she's got it centered in there. She wants to lay this and nestle it. So she's got it, I think, at the 18-inch length, but she could bring it down if she wanted. She could bring it up, but you can do a kind of like micro adjustments on it to actually bring it up or position exactly where you want. And again, on this, I even hate to say this, but it's Azure Peaks Turquoise. You know what? I don't know why. I don't know who wrote this show. I think Rick was the one that Rick is guilty of this. And he just put all Azure Peaks.
He loves the Azure Peaks.
So you have Azure Peaks, but here again, this is a rare material. And this, just the color of it, I can tell you, it was some of the last material that we got. Because as we got down in the deposit, it got really blue, blue, blue.
Okay.
And so I know that now the lapis that you're looking at is what I was telling you. This is all AA, AAA grade material.
And you can tell.
Right? This was one of the last designs that we actually used our remaining lapis in this grade, actually in any kind of bead or any kind of neck. So this is exclusive. I don't remember this. We have, I don't think that I think we've only aired this one time before.
And that was with me.
Yeah, we aired it one time just for, the last show that I did.
Yeah, so you know, you could do the math a million different ways, but if you look at it, it's 2 necklaces really for the price of one. We've taken the price down from $179 to $129 and change, so it's like $65 a necklace. Because again, it's 2 necklaces. When you flip it, it looks like something completely different. It takes on a whole new personality, and that's what's amazing. At its heart, you're always buying quality with Jay's jewelry, always buying quality. You know, Jay scours the earth for all these mine finds, and although it's second nature to Jay, it's something that still captivates all of us, because Jay has been there and done that and got at least 3 t-shirts. So when Jay talks about going to these far-flung destinations, it really is amazing. I mean, Jay, you can't go into a jewelry store and get that backstory, let alone find the actual pieces, but get those backstories as how they came to be and where they come from.
Well, you know, I think one of the things that we can bring to you is the fact of how it's acquired, and that these just don't magically appear. Right. A lot of fun, a lot of travel. I always say if any of these designs could talk, they could really tell some very interesting stories. Okay. Here, now we're coming up to a piece that...
Yeah, I know you love this, and I do too. Guys, there's not time for a full presentation of this one, though, real fast. It's our gorgeous lapis